Hey guys, if you're watching this video, you're probably in the market for a functional trainer. You're probably looking for something quality at a good price. 6 months ago, I picked up this Inspire SF3. It has a Smith machine in it as well. At the time, it was $500 off, so I ended up picking it up for $1,999, and that was shipped. And it showed up pretty quick. However, it took me a while to settle on it, so what I ended up doing is going to Costco's. I couldn't find it anywhere. I ran into this piece of equipment, which is the FTX by Inspire. I was impressed by the way it was put together. The cables were great. The accessories, like the handles, were in very good condition. The pulleys were smooth. Even the foldable weight bench that comes with it was great. So I went ahead and picked up the other one because I figured Costco is a good place to buy from. You could return it if you didn't like it, or I don't know how. Things like 700 pounds. But anyway. Oh wow, this one's $300 off. This one's on a good deal right now if you're interested. It just doesn't have the functional trainer, but I'm sure it comes with the bench. Let's see. Yeah, it comes with the bench, and it comes with the tricep rope, all that good stuff, just like the one I picked up. Wow, that's a pretty good deal. Anyway, the SF3, which you can't find anywhere in stores, is you kind of take a risk, and here's some of the dimensions and some of the heights. It's 661 pounds total. It doesn't move. You'll see. I'll show you here shortly. Moving on. Welcome to my gym. Space is a premium, so you can see I got a hoarder garage. Space is premium at my house, but there's the SF3. It's sitting there out to the side. I got a nice mirror that I put behind it so I can kind of check my form, even though I'm not an expert at it. It really is a nice piece of equipment. It looks very smooth, very professional. The shrouds hide the weight stack. The chrome on the sliding up and down is super smooth. The pulleys are smooth. The ergonomics on the pull-up bar works perfect for me. Even the handles that it comes with are high quality, that you'd probably see at like a gym, that, an industrial strength gym. The weight stacks and the pulley systems are great. The weight stacks are 160 pounds, which is plenty enough for me. Oh yeah, the shot of the logo, gotta have that. Just wanted to give a nice close-up look so you can see how it is, because you can't really get that. The cool features are a lot of the spacing. The bench it comes with stacks right up on the machine. I haven't even used it yet because I got another bench that I have had with my power blocks forever, but it stays out of the way. It's built really, it's a very heavy, sturdy, foldable bench. And it has this iPad or tablet holder for tracking your workouts. It's got a nice easy curl bar that can attach to both of the weight stacks, so you can do all those workouts, plus the that strap that goes to both sides if you need to, accommodates all work. So it could even help you with the pull-up bars if you need, which is kind of nice. The adjustments are super smooth. They click into place. They don't require too much effort whatsoever. I was quite impressed with that. I was a little worried because you're not paying $5,000, so I thought you were going to get what you paid for, but they just click really hard into place. All right. One thing I always do when I go and I test out any type of workout equipment, I really want to see how freaking solid it is. I want to get in there and I want to pull on it. I want to jank it and yank it and do everything that I possibly can. And this piece of equipment is pretty solid for what you're getting, but it stays in put. I weigh 230 pounds on a good day. Probably weigh 235 right now since it was the holidays. But all I'm trying to say is you get a real piece of quality equipment. The coolest thing that I love, especially for the price that you pay for, is you get this red bar right here, which is a full functional Smith machine. So on a close-up shot of what you see of the Smith bar there is how it unlocks. You pull out that pin and you rotate around the handle and it attaches to that chrome piece, which then moves the adjusting weight stacks or the pulley cables for you automatically, and then they'll lock into place as soon as you roll your hand the other way. So going back to it, you can take both hands and you can rotate them down and adjust exactly where you want the Smith bar to stop. And it also acts like a safety feature, just in case you put the bench under here and you're using it for presses. One thing I need to show you. Well, how do you get weight on this thing? How does it work? All right, Right here you can see this cable with the red tab chrome top. All I do is I take that, I move it over, and it switches the weight stack to attach to the Smith bar on this side. You have to do the same thing on the other side. You can see space is definitely a premium in my garage. Just move it over, and now you'll see that the weight stacks will move with the bar. So now that the Smith machine is already hooked up, I go and I can adjust my weight. I'll put 60 on each side, and I can do whatever I need to do. Press it down. Now I unlock it. I can even do a form of a deadlift. Bring it up just a touch. Unlock it. Get up underneath it. Do a form of a squat. Man, this thing's all in one, depending on what your style of working out is. All right, so one thing I did forget to talk about. 160 pounds on each side, but it doesn't really give you 160 pounds on each side, which is fine for me. I don't need to lift that heavy anymore. I've got tons of joint and ligament injuries that I don't want to press any further than that. What you can do with the Smith part is you can do what's called a weight doubler. So you can make 160 pounds into 300 and, God, my math, 160 times 2, 320 pounds. It might even be more than that. I don't know. Look in the manual and you'll see. All I know is it gets heavier. All right, so you can see at this view, I got the carabiner off. There's a little hook right here. I take this hook, I place it up and over, and what that does now is has this pulley involved, and it doubles the weight stack on this side. So it's recommended by the manufacturer that if you do one side, you do the other side. Oh yeah, there's a big difference. Yeah, for my humble experience, it says 60 on each side, but I can honestly say this thing feels, this almost feels like maybe 200 pounds. It does work, and it works real well. And I'm very impressed by the equipment that Inspire did and how they put this together. Oh, there are some cons. I want to point out that this piece of equipment, it only goes so high, all right? Each side of it only goes so high. What do I mean by that? If you're not like me, I'm only 5'9", and you want to do anything with any of the other attachments, you may have to get just a little bit creative. And what I mean by being creative is some of the guys out there that are tall, you're over 6 foot, you may have to bend over a little bit. I've got it at 60 pounds right now. I bend over slightly and I can get some pretty decent tricep overhead pull workouts. But for someone who's taller than me and shoulders are high, they're gonna have to bend over. Greatest thing about the SF3 is I've canceled my gym memberships. I don't have to drive to the gym anymore, and that saves me about 15 minutes each way, which is an extra 30 minutes that I could use to spend at home. I don't need to go to the gym anymore. I'm not one of those people that need to go pose in the mirror and take pictures for Instagram or tweet or Twitter or Facebook. I just like having my equipment at the house so I can spend more of my time with family. It works great. I am not sponsored by Inspire whatsoever. Also, if you guys like this review, please comment, smash that subscribe button, and also like it. It'll really help me out. I'm trying to grow my channel. And if you're interested, I do use the Orange Theory app, and it's really good for monitoring your progress. I have a little hack with that. If you're interested, I'll make another video talking about that. But anyway, just want to say thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to bringing you more content, a bunch of different ideas I got. I'm just getting into this YouTube space just because I got motivated by a few other people. Patrick Bet David, love you, dude. Thank you so much for your words. Also, Sean Connell at Think Media, phenomenal with the words and the YouTube teachings he puts out there. I'll put their links in the description just in case if you guys need some motivation. Thank you so much. God bless. Happy New Year. Hope I can save you some money. Bye.